Morning. Good morning, guys. I'm just kind of waiting for folks to join us here. So give them a minute here to do that, and then we'll get started. Morning, Legolas. Good morning. Buenos dias, Luisa. Good morning, Frizu. Good morning, Ziggy. Yeah, so I have the risk disclosure up as we're waiting here, guys. So you guys can, for those, I don't see anybody new just yet, but again, just serve as a reminder about risk disclosure prior to the start of the session here. I'm not here as an investment advisor. I'm here purely for educational purposes only. Okay. All right. See, we got double digits here. Just kind of wait for that to happen. So again, I don't think this is the case here just yet, but if you are new to the room and the content I provide resonates with you, don't be shy to subscribe and get notifications when I do come on again. And also, hit the like button. Hit the like button again if it is something that resonates with you as well. Okay, encourage me to continue providing this content to everyone. Okay. All right, so we're up quite quickly here. So we're going to go ahead and get ahead and start it. Go looking for a potential juicy move down soon, but overall, I think we'll go bullish. Okay, we'll take a look here in a minute, guys. So again, I do have the risk disclosure up. I do have a number of veterans in the room, so I don't believe I need to go through it. But again, really what it comes down to is that I'm not here in any sort of investment capacity. I'm here to share thoughts and around the markets, okay, from an educational point of view, not from an advisory capacity, okay? All right, so now that we've gone through a pretty good number of folks in the room here, so let's go ahead and get started here. So first thing I'm going to do, as we do in every session here, guys, is start with the news. Okay, so my site that I like to use is investing.com. There are a number of others out there in the market that are just as good. Forex Factory, I think, is one of them. I've just gotten used to using this one here. So trying to close. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and filter this down here to see. Come on now. I'm going to go ahead and filter this down. Well, before I go there, let's make sure I'm displaying it. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and deselect all the countries here. I'm going to clear it all and then go down to US. I'm going to click on 3-star events and apply and look to the top here and see if we have any news going on today. And we do. Actually, it all just happened. Okay, so we got GDP. Okay, we came in awfully low. Okay, 1.6. We had jobless claims come in lower as well. But jobless claims coming in lower is a good thing. 200,000. All right, jobless claims. So yeah, so the nice thing is the news is now, through let me take a peek here, maybe at 2-star events to see maybe if we have any folks kind of speaking on the Fed side. We got jobless claims. Yeah, nobody speaking today, looks like. That doesn't keep them, at least no scheduled appearances. Okay, so we have a feel. Looks like the news that we care about is all out in the market, which is important. All right, so we don't necessarily we're not going to be affected by that in the market. All right, so let's go ahead and stop here. And now I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Here we go. Share. We're not going to start with crude oil. We're going to start with gold. All right. So here we are on the day. No, not quite yet. Daily. All right. I'm gonna turn off some of these things for temporarily here, just so that we have kind of a clean view of the market here. Okay. So gonna erase some of these things. Remove. Remove drawings. All right. So here, clean slate here. Now, we were talking about this demand level, and this demand level continues to be supportive here. Okay. We are in the midst of developing a bullish engulfing candle, which is one of my favorite as far as candle, not quite as favorite as maybe a Maribozu, but those two candles are the candles that I particularly pay attention to, and often are the ones that catch my attention and allow me to enter into my trades. Okay, so as you can see here, let's make sure I'm displaying my screen here, guys. I'm always worried that even though I hit stream, it's not happening. So yeah, you can see here we again continue to be in this demand area. All right, we've seen some reaction. Now we're getting a bullish engulfing. Okay, so it's not complete, right? This can change on us, but for now, it's sustaining bullish since the open of the day of trading. All right. So that we have, again, that's kind of something that we have to kind of take into the market. The higher time frame chart is telling us that even though we've had a pretty good sell off in the market, has come into an area where people have said, you know what, gold at around 2,300, that doesn't seem like a bad price to me. Okay, and they follow suit with their purchases here. Okay, so let's take a look at 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart is telling a similar kind of thing. Now we are up against a supply zone that initially was rejected here. You can see that there was an attempt to go higher, and it was met with sellers. Okay, so we're right back at that level again. And the question is, are we going to make it above this time? Okay, that's kind of the magic question here. All right, still kind of the same kind of feel that we're getting on the daily. We've already had a bullish engulfing. We kind of have like this kind of rounding here a little bit. A lot of overlapping price action, except the recent I guess not quite 24 hours, but the recent 16 hours here have all been bullish. The most recent one being not relatively strong. So again, daily is aligned with what we're seeing on the 4-hour. Looking at the 30-minute, again up against the same level, developing a bullish engulfing. Now, do I want to take a stab at a buy right here, right this instant? Probably not. Why? Well, one, the initial balance is not 100% complete, and we are up against an area of supply. Okay, you can see here how many times we've rejected away from this area. 1, 2, 3. Will this be the fourth? Will this be the candle? Will this be the candle that pierces through? It's possible. I mean, that is certainly showing signs of it. Okay, but to be honest with you, I would, my preference, given who this guy was, okay, my preference would be that it close, it kind of breaches this area, closes above it, and I participate on the top side of this. Okay, I'm not really keen based on what I'm seeing here on the left to be here, to be one of the first ones here to buy. I would have much preferred to be down this level. Now the problem is I wasn't awake for that. Okay, I was sound asleep, but this would have been the area to buy. Right here, I have to consider, given that where we're at right now, we're kind of ranging. Right, this is kind of ranging price action. Right, so do I want to be in this area to participate? And if I am, well, I need to see what the prior price action is doing. Okay, so if I'm bullish, well, I need to see it break. I need to see a bullish event. I've seen some bullish behavior, but it's up now against an area of, I'm not going to color this in more red. Okay, I'm up against a level that has shown to me that it's bearish. Okay. Again, I'm not going to get enticed here. All right. As much as I'd like to participate in a long trade, let me go ahead and draw in some of these things now that we got initial balance. Okay. Let's go ahead and draw our ADR levels. Right. So we have a lot of resistance up above us, guys. Okay. We have the ADR here. We have we're at the top end of initial balance. VWAP, we're above it, okay, which is again an indication of bullish behavior. Settlement price is below. I personally would love to be, I don't know whether we'll get that or not. I would love to be a participant in this market at settlement or down at not settlement, down at VWAP or down at settlement. Those would be the areas I'd want to participate in. All right. Not right when it's about to touch ADR. That's not the area I want to be, okay? Because ADR has proven, if it hasn't proven it to you, it's proven it to me. It's an area where for price to reverse, okay? It may not reverse very strongly, and this could be the time where we get it to pierce right through it. But if you look at this historically, you will see that these levels do provide reversals. And I just don't want to be the guy to take this trade to have it reverse on me. Okay. All right. So let's see. Let me go ahead and open up the volume profile here. Okay. So we're going to go back to Wednesday, and we're going to go to the 530 bar, which is just this one right here. Drag that across to the 430 bar. Here we are. We are above value. All right. Okay. Above value. Right. So again, indicating that the bulls for now are in control of the market. We saw that in the daily chart, right? We have a developing bullish candle in the market. Okay. All signs point to higher prices. The problem is I'm not at a good price to manage my risk to participate in the long. And I'm not a fan of the location. Okay. This is not a location. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a fan of driving into a wall. Okay. That's just not me. All right. Let's see. What else? Oh, let me go ahead and call out these levels. So ADR high. So ADR high. Excuse me. ADR high is looks like 2348. 2348 too. Okay, ADR low. ADR low is, what is that? 2306. 2306.8. 6.8. Okay, and then we have settlement price. Where's settlement? Not turned on. Oh, settlement is hidden somewhere. Oh, there it is. Settlement is 2328.9. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and turn off this ADR. Turn on ASR, and we're right around the same levels. Okay, which is expected. All right, to some degree. So 2352, 2352.3 is the top side, and on the bottom side we have look like a little bit lower, maybe higher. 23. What's that? What is that? Let me stretch this out here a bit more. 2320.7. 2320.7 on the bottom side. Okay, so these again, guys, these are just reference levels for us, okay, to support location for trades, okay, aligned with our direction. All right. So I'm just gonna move this over here so it's visible to everybody. There it is. Okay. So yeah, I think we've already kind of touched on, right? So again, very bullish price action, pretty far away from VWAP. not really interested. If you attended my session yesterday about VWAP is, especially this kind of sloping, is serves as a relatively good area for to participate in a trending move. Okay, and I think I would say that we are in a trending move at the moment, right? On the high side, I just don't like the location here, right? A lot of areas here are gonna be resistant, and it's been resistant in the past. So again, definitely on the buy side, I just need a little bit of a pullback to manage my risk. Maybe even down to IB Edge would be a good location to participate. Let's see if I can make those numbers a little bit bigger. I think I did that yesterday. Make that nice and huge. All right, there it is. Okay, so here we are. We have our initial balance ranges. So much like these other levels that we've called out, the initial balance low and the initial balance high are going to be some areas that I'm going to look at as well, okay, for opportunities. All right, so let me go ahead and see if there's any questions. Inverse compound handle on the daily gives me a bearish bias as well. Go long yesterday night you went long yesterday night and at 23.25. Well, that's awesome. 23.25, that's down in this level. It's right against the demand level. Couldn't have picked a better location. That's an excellent trade, right? And I'm assuming that either you're still in a trade or you're potentially looking to exit gracefully. Pay the doorman, Akshat. All right. Let's see. No other questions in any of the markets. Sorry, guys. I have looked at a very colorful chart today. All right. Let's see. Maybe in it's very busy, even for my standards here. But hopefully that portrays kind of where we're at in the market here. Okay. So we're in we're in an area of supply. That doesn't mean it's going to stop it, but I just have to be wary, right? Do I want to be on the top? No. I would have much better be where Akshat got in on this trade, right? But that's I'm not looking at the markets at that time of night. So, all right. Oh, you got out at 23.35. That's still nothing to be sad about, Akshat. You should be very happy about that trade. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look now at the crude oil. All right, crude oil is about to open here. So let's open up crude oil. Now crude oil is acting opposite, I guess, to some degree, feeling a little heavy. So let's go ahead and open up the daily. So again, coming off the same levels now, all right, but kind of following has a little bit of a different feel for me. Okay, so here we are the daily. We are in this kind of channel, kind of, and it's a lot longer, channel. I mean, this here, this area here. If you look at this area here, right, and you compare it to this area here, looks pretty familiar, doesn't it? As far as shape and structure. Okay. Well, if I'm following this, what did that do? Well, it came off and continued higher, right? So technically, we are still in a bullish move to the upside, going through a little bit of retracement in an area. Sorry, guys. In an area of demand. All right. Okay. So we are in a bearish channel in an area of demand. So, if I look from left to right, now we don't need to overcomplicate this any more than we need to. It's complicated enough. If I look from left to right, are we going up or are we going down? Well, I have to say on a daily, we're going up. Okay. So daily chart looking bullish, coming into an area of demand, has already kind of reversed away from it. Okay, developing kind of an indecisive candle. My hope is that this candle turns into more of a bullish candle to indicate to me that they want to take prices higher. Not so much for me as far as wanting to pay more at the pump, but from a chart perspective, That's what I would like to see. Okay. So on the 4-hour chart, we had this very good candle that left us off of this area of demand, came back, and now we're developing a little bit of candles to the upside. But honestly, not a fan of what I'm seeing here, right? Not a fan of this, right? If I'm bullish, I don't want to see wicks on above me, right? If I see wicks above me, it's indicating to me that price wants to head lower, right? Maybe he wants to come back and revisit this area before it decides. Maybe he wants to test the conviction of this person. Is he going to step in again? Right? Well, that's kind of what this candle is kind of indicating to me. We are entering in a zone where there are sellers present. Okay, you can tell by the wicks. Not so many, not so much in the way of wicks to the buy side. Now that could change at any time here. Okay, but for now, that's kind of what I'm seeing. All right, on the 4-hour, 30-minute. Okay, 30-minute chart. I'm going to get rid of this circle here. Don't need that. A lot of lines already. Okay, so I get rid of this area down here as well. Okay, looking a little better. So a lot of overlapping price here. Not really telling me exactly where it wants to go. You can look and see overlapping price on around VWAP. It goes above VWAP, crashes through VWAP, goes above VWAP, crashes through VWAP. Not VWAP, not being such a great indicator of where price is headed. I do see we closed a bearish engulfing candle. All right, that does give me more of a sense, like I said, that maybe we are going to make it down to this area, right, down to ASR low here. Okay. Down here, this area around here. Okay. ASR low. All right. Where's ASR high? No ASR high. Interesting. Okay. So this is ASR high. All right. Okay. So yeah. So again, if I draw my little channel here, well, what's the channel doing? Well, is bullish, but if again, if price gets below it, it could get to let's see, turn this off, turn this on. All right, we got ASR low down here, we got ASR high up here. Pretty wide range, guys. Right. This is ADR. Sorry, ADR low here, ADR high there. I'm in a bullish channel, but not super strong. Overlapping price, range behavior. So I do have a little bit of runway, all right, to get down to ADR low. Okay, so that would be a good, relatively reasonable bearish trade. I'm right on top of settlement price, and I have already established or starting to establish my initial balance range. So this feels to me bearish. Where could it go? Well, it could go to prior ADR or down to ADR low here. Okay, so what are these levels? ADR low. So ADR low here is, let's call it. Let's go ahead, open up here. ADR low is 8180. 8180. ADR high. ADR high. High is, what is it? ADR high underneath. ADR high looks like it's what was that? 80. That's up 83.89. That's what I saw. Yeah, 83.89. 83.89. Settlement. Okay, settlement is 82.84. 82.84. And then let's turn this ADR off. Let's turn ASR on. And this 80 ASR high is 83.69. Okay, which is relatively close. 83.69. And then we have ASR low, which looks like, just right here, looks like, what's that, 82.07, a little higher, 82.07. Okay, so these are kind of my important levels I'll be looking at in crude oil. Okay, now we're coming back down to a prior level here. Okay, so yeah, so last thing I need to draw here, fixed range volume profile. Ooh, from Wednesday. Let's go ahead, open this up here to 6 o'clock, like that to 1:30. There I am. Okay, so we're at the bottom of, we kind of had we just basically had a value area acceptance play here as we were talking, right? We went from inside value all the way to the other side of value. Now we're rapidly coming into an area, right, where we could see some price action the other way, all right? So would have, again, this wrong time of day for me, but this did give us a very nice, bearish engulfing, came back and retested the halfway point and headed lower, right? If I was in a, kind of in a position to be a seller in the market, this would have been a very nice potentially opening range, trade in crude oil. I don't know if anyone here did that. But nonetheless, now we're coming into an area of demand, right? We've already kind of called out the levels here, I think, somewhere. There it is. Move this over here somewhere. Okay. So, yeah. So for now, I'm going to wait to see what the initial balance range does. I'm going to look to the left and see what kind of candle is forming, right? It's forming a bearish candle. So if they're forming a bearish candle, I need to look at bearish trades. How far can this go? Well, it can go down to 82. That's kind of what I'm seeing in crude oil. All right. After 82, I have to respect who this person was. Right. 82 could offer me a reasonable level for a reversal back to the other direction. All right. But I'm gonna need to see at least one 15-minute bar to indicate that's going to happen. Otherwise, we're coming back down to 81.20, right? Based on this chart. Okay. All right. I'm gonna take a peek here and see if there's any questions. You did take the GC short. Can show on it indicators. Can show indicator on it. Indicator on it. I don't know what you mean, Tech Maestro. Can show ASR on what? CL or okay, well, Maestro is formulating his answer. Oh, it's not Maestro. It's ASR is a kind of private indicator that I'm working with. ASR is a private indicator, but you get the same okay. See, same relatively easy ADR levels. Okay, ADR levels from Diademi. That is a blend of Asia, London, and New York. Okay, it's only recently that I've introduced ASR, and I'm still kind of in beta with that. The only difference between ASR and ADR, that ASR is a comparison of New York to New York, where ADR gives you a blend across a set of sessions. Okay. All right. Okay, where am I? A little lost. Okay, does that make sense? All right. Let's go ahead and take a look. That's not where I want to go. Let's go ahead and take a look at NQ. All right, let's take a look at the equities here. Need to kind of speed this up here because we're kind of coming in on the open. So we're going to look at the daily here. Daily chart indicating again, you know, that we're headed lower. Okay, in the market, right? We have again a series of candles that indicate to us that maybe we have the potential of seeing lower prices. If we're going to see lower prices, where can this go? Well, I see some levels here, right? We have what looks like 17,000, maybe 16,700. These are some destinations based on the move that I'm seeing here. Okay. A lot of bearish activity going on in NASDAQ at the moment. All right. So this is an indication that this only works for lower time frames. So we're going to go ahead and turn that off. Okay. So NASDAQ has been bullish, now turning a bit bearish. Why did I say that? Again, break of channel to the downside. Okay, break of channel to the downside. Simple as that, right? So now I'll be tracking this kind of move, right? Until it breaks that. If it breaks that to the upside, then I may change my opinion. Right now, if I'm a seller, I want to get below 17,170 or 17,167.50. If I'm a seller, I want to make a new low. If I can't make a new low, maybe I'm establishing an area for price to reverse. Okay, 4-hour chart. All right, a little busy here, so we're going to turn some of this off. Okay, so similar kind of thing, right? We are starting to staircase our way down. Okay, came up on this level, flattened out, came down, flattened again, came down. So it's either going to flatten or continue lower. Well, based on this pattern, this looks like okay, down, flat, down, probably flat. Okay, before down. That's kind of what the pattern that I'm seeing here. All right. We're in a bearish channel. So if I'm a buyer, well, I'm going to have to look to the bottom of the channel or look for some areas here to the left that will support my trade. 30-minute chart. Same coming off of settlement price. We're about 15 or 17 minutes away from the open of the market here. Coming off settlement price below VWAP. That's recipe for shorts, right? Stop up here. And who knows where this can go down. It can go down to the opposite end of the channel, but that seems awfully ambitious here. All right, so let's zoom in here a little bit more. Nice candles here, make them nice and thick here. Now I'm gonna start to introduce initial balance. I'm not going to worry about because initial balance is not in the cards just yet. We're 15 minutes away from that happening. So we have the ADR range. This might be of interest here down at around 17. What is that? 17,275. That might be an area. So we're going to go ahead and capture the ADR levels. We got ADR low at what did I say? 17,275. 17,275. We got ADR high at looks like ADR high. Come on now. ADR high. Let's see if I can get rid of that last R here. Okay, ADR high. It's not playing nice. Okay. All right, I'm just going to write the level. Is that 17,610.25? Okay, ADR high. Okay. Settle is what is it? 17,507. Settle is 17,507.25. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn off ADR levels, and I'm going to turn on ASR. Make sure that it's color coded correctly. Lower, higher. Okay, fair enough. Okay. So we're kind of below range here. Okay, we have ADR low, which it's ASR low, which it's exceeded here at what was that 17,578.50, 578.50. Where is my, when I do my, did I just delete that? Oh, don't do it. No way. All gone? I got rid of it. Interesting. Okay. All right. Let's do this again. Sorry, guys. ADR high. ADR high. Let's go ahead. Turn that on. Okay. So we got, turn this off. So we got ADR high here at, what was that? Gotta make sure that got the right thing turned on here. ADR high. I think I had 607.50, I guess. Stretch this out here a little bit. All right, it seems like it's slightly different. All right, 610.50. Okay. Settlement, I would say ADR low at, what is it? 17,288.25. 17,288.25. Settle is 17,507.25. Now I'm going to go back and close this and go back and change this to ASR and see if I can do those numbers without erasing what I had before. Sounds like I did. So we got 17, we're just going to call it 17,580 to the top side. That's actually low. What is that? 17,580 is my ADR low, 17,580. Okay. And then on the top side, I have, let's see here, 17,880. 17,880. Top side. All right. So we got ADR left, ASR right. Okay. So yeah. So right now, I would say that we're kind of staircasing our way down in the market. One thing I failed to do here, let's go ahead and add that here, and that's the fixed range volume profile. So I'm gonna go ahead and locate the 630 or 930 bar, do that, drag that across to the 1330 bar. There I am. So well below value, okay, coming off a settlement price, headed lower, okay. Bears very much in control of the market. All right, if I'm a seller, then I need to see if I can sell some strength. Not selling at the very bottom here. Okay. As much tempting as that sounds, based on the candles that I'm seeing here, I need to see some sort of pullback to participate. Okay. Sell. Right now, I have to see if I'm coming into some sort of level that would offer me a buy. But given the market, given this market structure, I would be better served in locating a good location for a sell rather than a buy. Okay. And that would be sell some sort of strength. Could be coming back to this 17,414 level. What was supportive now becomes resistant. That would be a nice area there for a short. Wherever VWAP leads me would be another area for a short, because we're already coming off of settlement. The market is not even open yet. Okay. So we're 10 minutes away from the open here. So yeah, my opinion on NQ, very much bearish. I'm going to take a peek here at the 4 hour, see if what it gives me here. Now, I do see that we are coming into some demand areas. Okay, here. Question is it going to be supportive? Right. I do see this. Am I seeing any sort of reaction away from it just yet? Not really. So I'm going to lighten this down. Right. I'm not seeing any reaction away from it. So not sure this is going to be supportive. We got a massive candle coming into it though. Okay. All right. I think that's all I have to say for NQ. I'm going to take a peek here and see if there's any other, there's comments here. Boom, boom, boom. Comments. Let's see. CME has settlement at 17,664. Then I would go with what the CME says. I'm relying on an indicator which may or may not be capturing the correct price. Okay, retailer or Reslick. Okay, I'm relying on an indicator. For whatever reason, if it's not giving you the right number, CME, then I would definitely go with CME. Okay. All right. Let's see. Now let's go ahead and jump to ES. All right. Guys, yes. Okay. Just going to quickly go through the daily and the 4-hour here, guys. So daily, similar kind of view, kind of staircasing our way down, right? We just broke a support level, just tested one down below and it reacted away from it, but that didn't last for very long before the sellers decided to pick up where they left off with the shorts. Okay. So yeah, so looking a little bearish on ES on the daily. 4-hour is also telling us the same kind of thing. We have a developing bearish candle on the strong side here. Okay, starting to come into some areas of demand. 30-minute. Okay, again, a series of bearish candles below VWAP. I'm going to go ahead and open up fixed range volume profile. Locate the 930 bar, drag that across to the 30 bar. Again, below value. again, indicating that the bears are in control. Below settlement. Everything is pointing down. Okay, but the fact that if it's so obvious pointing down, kind of also strikes a little bit of fear in me, because at some point somebody's going to say that this is a discount, and I can take some opportunity to go long here. All right, add to my portfolio to the long side. Okay, but right now it's looking quite bearish. Now it is starting to develop something here around this level. I do see that there are we do have some support here. Going to zoom into this a little bit more. Okay, looking over here, I do see a prior settlement price that actually exceeded. Yeah, so the next level of support here is down at this 5008 level, 5,000. Is that right? 5012, somewhere in that range. Okay, we're actually quite a little bit above that for now right now, but that's kind of the next level of support that I see. 5012 is kind of what I'm seeing here. If it's able to get below that, we are seeing some wicks, so indicating that maybe there are some buyers potentially nibbling here. Okay, all right. What do I want to do? I want to draw my ADR levels. We're right at ADR. Okay, maybe that's what's causing a little bit of pause. We're at an ADR level, so I'm gonna go ahead and capture that. So ADR high is, what is it? 51. I'm gonna call it 5104.25. Okay, ADR low. Well, we're at it right now. Is at, what is that? 5018. Let's call it 5018.75. So it's slightly above that, but I'm having a hard time getting to that because of the indicator. So let's say, see if I can do this. 50, 5016. Let's call it 5016. 50. Okay. We have settle. We have settlement again. If 51 70. What's that? 50 79 75. Again, corroborate these numbers with the CME. Okay. Okay. Settle is 50 79 75. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and close ADR levels and open up ASR. Okay. And ASR is telling us that we've already exceeded. Okay. So we have to the downside. So we have, let's call it 50, 81, 25. 50, 81, 25 to the downside. 50, 81, 25 to the downside. Okay. On the upside, we have 51, let's call it 51, 5150. Okay. Upside 5150. 5150, 25. Okay. Yeah. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. All right. Here, looks like it wants to continue to make its trek here. I'm going to go ahead and put this ADR level back. So this could be a spot here on ES that could provide us a little bit of a reversal. Looking at the 15-minute chart, we're starting to develop a little bit of a 15-minute candle off of ADR. So yeah, this might not be a bad location. I'd like to see maybe, after the open here, at least 15 minutes, see if we can hold a bullish candle. And then, if we can get hold of bullish candle, well, we take whatever that entry is and put a stop below ADR and off we go. All right. Relatively good risk reward location here. All right. Let me see, double check, see if there's any questions. Any questions of anyone? Still on Top Step settlement. Okay. All right. So let me close out the session here with YM quickly. Okay. Apologize for the length of this analysis today, guys. I guess I know there was a lot to talk about. I'm not sure. Okay. So we have ADR levels. We've already exceeded to the downside. Again, I'm gonna take a look at the daily, but the daily is probably going to tell us the same kind of thing we've been seeing, right? We're starting to staircase down, coming into an area of demand. We did make a bullish move higher, only to be received by sellers, and the sellers have taken over the market here, as you can see here, based on this developing bearish candle here. Okay, 4 hour also telling us similar kinds of things, right? We have a bearish candle headed lower. All right. A little bit of a rounding top. Again, we have some areas here at 37,600 that could be supportive. We'll have to see what the market brings. 30-minute chart. 30-minute chart. We have a series of bearish candles that has already exceeded ADR here. Okay, exceeded it. No bounce, no touching, no nothing. Right through it. Okay, so that is quite strong. Below VWAP. Again, all indicating lower prices. Let's see. Fixed range volume profile. There we be. Drag it across. There we be. All right. Well below value. All right. Well below value here. Right. It's even hard to keep it in the chart. Well below value. All right. So we have ADR low, ADR low, ADR low, which is really the only one we care about at this point. ADR low is, let's see, 38,326, 2326. We have settlement at 38,603. Settle at 38,603. And ADR high, which doesn't seem like it's even in the cards here, but we're going to add it anyway, given the price action I'm seeing. We have ADR way up here at 38,810. Doesn't seem like it's going to reverse that high, but we don't trade the market we have. We don't trade the market we want. We trade the market we have. 38,810. All right, that's ADR, and then I'm going to go ahead and turn that off and turn ASR on. And we have some other levels. So we have ADR low. Here is, I think I wanted to say 38,497 on the low side. 38,497. Oh, actually, you know what? Am I reading the right thing? I'm not even reading the right thing. ASR. Okay. We got so we have 3804 on the low side. Oh no. 38,004. Top side 38,354. Top side okay, 354. All right. All right. So I think that's. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off again and turn this on again. Yeah. So right now we're looking at some pretty bearish markets. I would say in the equities, YM maybe even looking a little bit more bearish than the others. If I'm going to participate in this market again, I'm going to be looking for some sort of pullback. All right. Where is this? Okay. Yeah. Some sort of pullback to VWAP, some sort of pullback to maybe ADR low. Those are going to be kind of my areas of focus here to participate in a continuation move to the downside. If it starts to get above ADR low or starts to get above ADR in VWAP, maybe I change my tune. But right now, what I'm seeing is a lot of bearish price action. Okay. Bearish price action. Going ahead now. I could probably turn on since the market is already opened. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. So we are already in the opening candle for the market, developing our initial balance range. But yeah, I think for now, I'm going to be looking for some bearish opportunities, I would say, in the equities. Okay, pick your poison. Is it NASDAQ? Is it ES? Is it YM? All right. Down at these levels, well, I have to see if there's anything up to the left of me that would offer me some anchor that I can use for a reversal. I'm not seeing it at the moment. We've already exceeded one of them. We have settlement price way above us, right? So yeah, there could be a little bit of a rubber band effect here. Rubber band is stretching pretty strong to the downside, but we don't fight to take, right? I mean, if it's going to go down, it's going to go down. We just need to figure out a place where we can reasonably manage our risk. Okay. All right. Let's take one last peek to see if there's any questions. Doesn't appear to be any questions. So I'm going to go ahead and shut down the session, guys. This is probably the longest I've ever been on, maybe because I got a little bit of a late start today. We're going to go ahead and close off and then wish you guys well in the markets and wish you guys to trade well, trade safe. And at the end of the day, we want to trade like a market pro. All right. Have a good day, guys.